Hello everybody and welcome to the Darlington Raceway for the Southern 500, our NASCAR E5 23 mod career mode in the opener for the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs as we try to back up 3 straight victories to cap off the regular season with a 13-win and regular season championship that we have. A lot of playoff points. We're looking good to get into this race. Get ready to hear stories of the race for today. Chase Elliott, of course, still angry. As we know, Eric Almirola and Austin Cindric both at the start at the rear. Almirola failed pre-race inspection, and Cindric had to change his engine after qualifying. Both of those drivers will have to start at the back of today's race. He's going to go green and underway here, the number 99 Best Buy Chevrolet here at Darlington on the outside of the 36 of Zane Smith. We're going to be side by side. We get a great restart here back in the 19th, and we go to the inside. We give Chris Buescher a push and then go right to the inside of him and Justin Haley here heading to turn 1. Going to be a 28-lap opening stage of racing. See, the playoff drivers are going to have the yellow spoilers and the windshield banners. So, of course, myself here got Buescher and Allmendinger playoff drivers. Haley is not. It's already 3 wide getting by Haley and Buescher up into the 17th position right now, dropping up to AJ Allmendinger, who runs in 16th. We decide to go in behind the 16, just keep it low, and then use the very bottom lane of this racetrack to get around Allmendinger. They're a little bit physical, a little bit of contact. We get around and on the inside of Ty Gibbs for 15th on the racetrack. Then Chase Elliott is 14th, and our teammate of Ross Chastain runs in 13th. Tyler Reddick currently leading this race at the moment, now chasing down Elliott. A little bit of contact, though, with Chase for 14th. He holds on to it, almost wrecked, so that was my bad, going way too aggressive entry in the corner. Now we go by Ross Chastain for 13th, try to find our way by Bubba Wallace and Joey Logano now to get into the top 10 nearly. This is a battle for 11th and 12th right here, 3 wide on the inside of Logano. Bubba, a little bit of contact with Logano. He gets loose. He saves it. We have the momentum on the inside of Bubba now for 11th down this front straightaway. We're going to narrowly edge him out at the line. Oh, he's going to edge us out at the line. 26 to go on the stage. Once again, we continue to fight Bubba here for 11th. We will take the position away from Bubba through turn number 1 and 2. Now we're going to chase down Brad Keselowski, the back end of the top 10. Him and Kyle Busch try to get ourselves up in there. Of course, Keselowski just missed the playoffs. Couldn't quite make it happen to get in. Busch just made it on the last 3 to transfer in. We go underneath Keselowski, make this pass. Now there's the 5 of Larson, of course, there. 9th, Larson, a winner this season. He's in the playoffs trying to get to that round of 12. The 5, big wiggle. But we get clear Kyle Larson for 9th. We continue our forward charge through the field now. Qualified to go on the stage, setting our sights on 8th place Kyle Busch, and then William Byron running in 7th. Now we're going to try to go the outside of the 8 of Kyle Busch here, coming the exit of turn 2. We're going to bounce off the wall, big contact, and we go sliding down the racetrack. We save it, a little bit too aggressive, pushing the issue. Also now we get Keselowski in the fence there, being a little bit physical with Brad. You know, no love lost between us two here, fighting for 9th right now. We squeeze him up into that wall. We hold him off for now. Coming out of turn 4, Brad is the run. We throw a block. He's going to give us a big push down this front straightaway. 24 laps remaining in stage number 1. Brad gets into us. We both go sliding. We're both into the wall. We go really sideways. We hold on to it. Back inside of Keselowski, and around we go. We're crashing into the outside wall here at Darlington. We get into Keselowski, and then Chastain and Larson send us, and now we're stuck in the pond from the racetrack. Completely wrecked, and now we're backing back up, trying to get back going the right direction. Then we get drilled by the rest of the field. He doesn't know how to avoid a wrecked race car, and that is going to bring the caution flag out. So myself and BJ McLeod, the only 2 guys who come down pit road, we'll restart in the last spots on the racetrack, 39th and 40th. And we're already getting by Austin Cindric and going the inside of SVG here, going to turn 1 and 2 with 20 to go in stage 1. So we have to fight our way back through the pack, but we have fresher tires than everybody now, which is an advantage here at Darlington. You know, tires are so important, so we come down, get our fresh tires, and look to charge here at the end of the stage. Hopefully get the track position where we can get some solid stage points at the end of this, maybe play some pit strategy, you never know. So we're already charging our way up into the top 30 here through turn 3 and 4, just working by, using a little bit of bumper right there. Eric Almirola, give him a bump, move him out of the way. 3 wide, use that inside lane, get around him now. Now we go by the 51 machine of Custer, chasing down Michael McDowell and Chase Briscoe. McDowell up the track, we go by him, go by Briscoe. Now it's just Justin Haley and Carson Hocevar, who runs there in 24th. Here's Corey LaJoy in 23rd. We get by LaJoy with ease. Zane Smith up next, running in 22nd. Having a great run right now. Then Austin Dillon and Alex Bowman, the back end of the top 20 here, as we continue a very rapid charge through the pack here. We're just flying by these guys on these fresh tires, already back up into the top 20. Once you get by the 48 here, which we will by going to the inside lane, there's a 12 of Ryan Blaney running in 19th. Having a tough day so far, not having the run he wants. We're still having an okay run, might still stay right around that bubble count until nothing terrible happens to him. We go to the inside of Blaney now, make that pass. Now Kyle Larson runs in 18th. As now we try to work our way around him on the inside lane, which we will. So we go by Larson. Now we go by Joey Logano for position number 17. Being a little aggressive, but we clear Joey for that spot. And now Ricky Stenhouse Jr. running in 16th on the racetrack, is our next target. We're essentially going to stage. We can catch up to him and Bubba Wallace. We get by Stenhouse Breeze. Give Bubba Wallace a huge shot through the corner. He just had too much momentum. Now so Bubba moves up the racetrack because he couldn't hold the push there. Now we go right by him into the top 15 here, going into turn 3, chasing out AJ Allmendinger, who runs in 14th on a solid top 15 day. Today, nothing special, but it's a decent run for Allmendinger. A little bit of contact made with AJ, but we will make that pass and move into 14th on the racetrack. Next up, Ty Gibbs. You see him right there for 13th. He, of course, missed the playoffs as a rookie, but still having a solid run here in Darlington, up here in the top 15. We go on the outside of Gibby right now, and we use that momentum. We get to the outside, a little bit of contact. We almost bounced off the wall, but we clear Ty Gibbs. Moving to 13th. Up next, you got Kyle Busch in 12th and Chase Elliott in 11th. Now when we caught Kyle Busch for 12th, we go the inside of Busch and go right by him here through turn 1. A little bit of squeeze, though. Squeeze him in the wall by accident. My bad. Didn't mean to squeeze him up there, but just accidentally squeeze him in the wall. Now Brad Keselowski's 11th. Our good friend from earlier, the one who wrecked us, took us out of contention, made us have to pit and go all the way back here. So we get our revenge by just putting him in the fence right there. Not too crazy. We didn't violate rule number 1 in NASCAR racing, so we are still good. You know, his fence to move him out of the way up into 11th. Now chasing down the 9 of Chase Elliott for a top 10 position. We go to the inside of Chase. A little bit big contact being made through the entire corner as we try to keep it low here down the backstretch, try to make as minimal contact as possible. We go into 3 and 4. We get a little bit of contact. We run him up the racetrack. He goes wide, and we move into the top 10, getting around Chase Elliott with that pass right there. Now we've caught Hamlin and Chastain with 12 to go on the stage. We give Denny the bumper. We're going to go 3 wide through turn 1 into at Darlington for 8th. A very risky move, a little bit of a squeeze. Hamlin gets loose. Chastain takes position. Hamlin backs out of the throttle, and that gives us an opportunity to take 9th here into turn 3 and 4, which we will. As we go underneath Denny, go all the way underneath our teammate of Chastain as well, with some good momentum through the center of the corner, through on the exit. Chastain, though, going to clear us. We'll slide back in to 9th place, trying to find a way around Chastain and Martin Truex here with 11 to go on the stage. So we see the 1 of Chastain goes to the top side. We go to the bottom. Truex moves Chastain up the racetrack. We take advantage of that, go right to 8th. Now go to the inside of Truex, give him a little bit of a bump. Return the favor. He's going to slide up the track. We're going to be side by side for 7th coming down this backstretch. We're side drafting, big time side draft. We keep him on our outside and move into 7th as we go here through 3 and 4 pit stops. We got guys coming down for pit stops. That's Harvick, Reddick, Eric Jones, and Christopher Bell have come in, which moves us up into 3rd on the racetrack, away behind Buescher and Byron. Next lap, the 3 of us are going to come down for our pit stops as we get around Buescher for 2nd place. Time for green flag pit stops for the rest of us. The 17 is going to come in, the 24 is going to come in. We're going to stay out a few more laps. Remember, we've already pitted earlier in the stage after that crash that we had, so we have a little bit more fuel than everyone else. We still have to pit before the end of the stage, so we lead the way. 90 go stage. A couple laps later, it's time for our green flag pit stop to end this stage. So we're going to come in, get down to the pit road speed limit. There's a lot of time on pit road entry, but come in. It's going to be a stop for right side tires and fuel only. 1 can of fuel and right side. So we come in for the pit stop. The crew's going to be 8-second stop. The crew are going to do their job beautifully right here. Get us right back out where we need to be on the racetrack. 28 seconds, and you see the caution lights are flashing. The cautions come out, which ends the stage early, so we get the stage 1 win by default. So we win stage 1. You're going to play off 10 stage points here at Darlington, followed by Bell, Jones, Harvick, Reddick, and others getting stage points. Now we move on to 25 to go in stage 2. We have led the way ever since the beginning of the second stage. Eric Jones right behind us gives us a big bump. We go off the corner of the wall. Hard contact. Myself with the 43. Now Christopher Bell gets in the back of us. Boots us out. He gets into the side of us again. So I'm just done with these guys using us up. So he slammed the 20. And around goes Christopher Bell on the outside wall. Hard crashing back into the rest of the field. Into Chastain and Eric Jones. Bell wipes out to the inside. No caution. Bell crashes. We stay green. Now we get to the end of the green flag run here, coming down for our green flag pit stop at the end of the cycle. We have led ever since, have really dominated this second stage of racing since we've gotten the lead. We close in on Cole Custer coming into pit entry. A great pit stop for us right there. Well, pit entry for us. Now we come in for the pit stop. It's going to be 4 tires and fuel. It's going to be a 15.2 second projected stop. So far, so good for the Trackhouse crew today. We have been doing everything we need to do to advance in these playoffs. So we are trying to find our way into the round of 12 here. If we can win this race, we will transfer. So we come out of the pits with the leader once again. A huge gap back to 43 of Eric Jones. So another perfectly executed pit stop cycle from the 99 team here. It gets us out a comfortable lead. Still only myself, Eric Jones, and Kevin Harvick on the lead lap right now. That is wild. As we catch up to Todd Gilliland, put him on our lap down. He's running 32nd. We easily get around him and continue our charge forward through the pack here, leading the way here in the Southern 500 playoff opener comfortably with 13 to go in stage, now coming to 12 to go in stage number 2. And as this happens behind us, we're going to check in with the 24. William Byron. Trouble at the 45 of Tyler Reddick. A big crash with Shane Van Gisbergen and Brad Keselowski. Got 3-4 cars crashing big time in turn 3 and 4. And now we have a caution a little bit later, so on the restart, 5 laps to go in stage 2. We're trying to hold up the 43. Eric Jones gets into us. The Jones is going to send us into the outside wall. Hard hit. The 43 puts us into the wall. I am certainly not happy about that. As myself and Jones getting physical, fighting for the lead here in stage 2. He's got no respect for us playoff drivers. He's completely booting me out of the way. Our teammate Chastain trying to lap himself, so we just send it right up here and slam Eric Jones into the wall hard. We both go on the wall. Chastain unfortunately gets door slammed in the mix-up right there. But we just destroyed the shit out of Eric Jones because he deserved it, because I was done with him just putting me in the wall every chance he could get. Now we're trying to hold off Kevin Harvick with 4 to go in stage 2. The 4 right by side. Now the 4 is going to do the same thing. He shoves us in the wall, and he gets into us again too. He gives us no room at all. I mean, what is going on? These guys don't know how to race at all. Jones and Harvick just using me up like I'm their brakes. So once again, we're going to do the same thing to Kevin Harvick we did to Eric Jones. You know, we're just not going to take what they're doing. So send it in there, use up Harvick to the wall. We both go sideways. We both save it. I make sure Harvick gets into us on the side again. So we make sure to really shove him up the race, get him loose, really shove him up there on the outside wall, fence Harvick, get him out of the way. We maintain the lead. Now here comes the 43 again, so we just dump him. We say, see you later, you're done. Clean out Eric Jones. He's crashing big time behind us, back into the rest of the pack with William Byron, Truex into the wall. They all go. No caution. Now on the last lap of stage 2, we're easily going to win the stage here over the 4 of Kevin Harvick, and our teammate of Chastain going to unlap himself in 5th place, get back onto the lead lap. As we work our way through the back stretch and heading to 3 and 4 for the final time here in stage number 2 in Darlington, we continue to dominate this race, although not without a significant amount of contact between myself, the 43, the 4, and the 20. Those have been the 3 guys who've mainly been fighting this whole race as we come through to win stage 2 and sweep the stages here in Darlington in dominating fashion. Then Kevin Harvick will be 2nd. Christopher Bell going to get 7 stage points. 4th, Chastain going to get good stage points, as well as Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, and AJ Allmendinger. So that's 1, 2, 3, and a couple more players. As we go all the way down the leaderboard, Ryan Blaney is in 39th. He must be out of this race. Something happened to the 12. That's huge playoff implications. So yeah, we're going to have like 7 to 8 playoff drivers getting points in this stage. Of course, the exceptions are going to be Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, and Brad Keselowski. So 7 playoff drivers get stage points in stage 2. Now we get back underway in the final stage of racing here with 33 laps to go. Bell and Harvick restart on the front row. We get a beautiful restart, get right to the inside of both the 4 and the 20. Make that 3-wide pass, get around Harvick and get around Christopher Bell and take the race lead in commanding fashion here at Darlington Raceway. But Bell's not going to give up. He's going to put some pressure on us here going into 3 and 4. What will the 20 do? Gives us a push, a big push. We hold him off the 20 sides. We get really loose there through the center 3 and 4. We got all the way in the apron and we completely lost the back end of the car. Bell right to the inside. Here comes Christopher. He just fences us. I'm like, okay, see you later. Around goes Christopher Bell. He's crashing big into Chastain. No, he hit our teammate. Oh my goodness, caution out. Oh, not what we wanted to happen. He just cleaned out Chastain. Now we restart in 7th. We're trying to get by Elliott, Reddick, and Chastain now with 22 to go. This is a couple restarts later as we maintain the lead on the last one. As I believe we have just pitted for 4 fresh tires, so fresher tires than everyone else. Got by the 20, now chasing down Jones and Harvick. Same story, different verse right now. Working with the 43, the 4, and the 20. The same guys have been trying to pass all day long. Now the outside of Jones and Harvick. A beautiful move right there to the outside through 3 and 4. We keep the momentum on the high side of the racetrack. One of our best moves, honestly, in my opinion, we made all day, all season. We barely lead this lap over Kevin Harvick. 21 to go. Trying to hold on the top, but I know it's not going to work in the corner, so we check up, block the 43, send it to the inside of the 4, make contact, take the lead away from Kevin Harvick and Eric Jones right there. I didn't mean for Harvick to go sliding like he is right now behind us. I just tried to fit in behind him, go to the inside of him, and make that move. Now we come down for our final green flag pit stop of the night here in Darlington. In this final stage, we come down and bring it in for the 4-tire stop. Later in the runs, we've pretty much let this 8 laps to go. We've led every lap since then. We have been dominating this race, so coming for a normal 4-tire pit stop should put us right back out in the race lead, and we should be able to bring home the victory, which would be win number 14 on the season, and it would be win number 4 in a row, as we are really cooking right now to begin these playoffs. We come out of the pits, make sure we come out in front of Eric Jones, scored in 2nd. Right now we have a good gap as he's still going through the front straightaways. We work our way through turn 1 and 2 right now. We're getting up to speed. I'm trying to merge back on the racetrack to really get our speed up, and indeed we will come out into the race lead ahead of the 43 of Eric Jones. We merge back onto the racetrack, and we are in great shape. We're about half a straightaway ahead. We're about 2.5 seconds is the gap we have back to the 43 Eric Jones. So solid lead, and we look to bring home the victory here in Darlington and get the Crown Jewel sweep, the Triple Crown win here by winning the Daytona 500, Coca-Cola 600, and the Southern 500 all in the same season. Now it's going to be 4 laps to go here at Darlington. We are extended our lead to 4.3 seconds. We are chasing down the 34, Michael McDowell, one of our playoff drivers, about to get lapped in 26th place. There's some contact. McDowell just shoves us in the fence right there, so I just turn him, and he almost hits us. He does, but around goes Michael McDowell. We spin him around, and his tough day is going to get even worse as Michael McDowell's playoff hopes are dwindling every second as he loses all these spots after that contact here. So he's had a tough day at Darlington. We really didn't expect him to get that far anyway. Then one of the last lap. White flag. Final lap. Zerkin Bank here at Darlington. We're about to put Eric Almirola another lap down in the 23rd position on the racetrack. We give him a little bit of a bump, boot him out of the way, get to the inside, get around him, chasing down Corey LaJoy. But a lot of guys have already pitted. A lot of our competitors are coming down for green flag pit stops. Coming to the end of this race. 2 to go. Last lap of the race. They're pitting, sacrificing their finishing positions. They don't have enough gas, and that is going to be costly to all of them. And now as we come through 3 and 4 the final time, we're going to put Corey LaJoy, the last car, we get to the inside of back to the line. We're going to dominate and win the Southern 500 at Darlington. We're going to the round of 12 with a big time win. Win number 14 on the season. Win number 4 in a row. Red hot to start the playoffs here in Darlington. So we burn it down in celebration of a big win here in Darlington, as we are really cooking on. We've won 4 straight races. Of course, we've got the road course, back-to-back road course wins at Indy and Watkins Glen. Obviously, the photo finish at Watkins Glen was incredible. Indy, we dominated. Daytona, we got that, of course, last episode, got that late shove from Kevin Harvick, which was what saved us, kept us in the win streak. And here, we take care of business on the long run. We dominate, pull away from the rest of the field, and have the superior strategy to win here in Darlington. And now we have advanced to the round of 12 with a victory. We're going to have a couple more, 7 more playoff points to help us start out that round of 12, so we can easily transfer to the round of 8. God knows that round of 12 is going to be tough. You got Talladega, you got the Roval in Texas. Those are some tough tracks. As now we celebrate in Victory Lane with the crew. As we've been celebrating a lot recently, this Trackhouse Racing team is on a roll. And our teammate Ross Chastain had a great run as well, so great job for the team. As right now our objective is to get myself and Ross Chastain in the championship 4. That is the goal. Here's the final race results. Of course, myself, your winner in dominating fashion, advancing to the next round of the playoffs. Christopher Bell, a strong 2nd place finish. Kevin Harvick comes home in 3rd. Chris Buescher, a great salvaging a 4th place finish. Ross Chastain runs their top 5. Good run for the teammate. Then, of course, the next playoff contender is Chase Elliott in 8th and Martin Truex Jr. in 9th. We have some solid runs for the 2 of them. They should be pretty good above the cut line. They've had enough playoff points coming in. Also good runs for the rest of the guys in the top 10. 11 through 20. You got Denny Hamlin, Logano, Larson, and Bubba Wallace inside the top 15. But William Byron all the way down in 17th. AJ Allmendinger finishes 18th. And Kyle Busch down in 19th. Not the way they wanted to finish, but even worse, of course, Michael McDowell, 27th. 2 laps down. Tough day for him. And then Ryan Blaney, DNFs in 39th. 52 laps down. That is really, really going to hurt his playoff hopes. Him and Zane Smith DNF from the race. So Blaney, we got to check out this playoff grid. He's probably going to be all the way at the bottom as we get our posters payout. Now the playoff grid, we have, of course, advanced to the round of 12 with a victory. Kevin Harvick looking very, very good at plus 47 to the good. Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, all more than 20 points above the cut line. I think they should be safe. They are okay. Then Denny Hamlin, 15 points to the good. William Byron, 13 to the good. Chris Buescher, plus 11. Kyle Larson, plus 10 and 11th. And Bubba Wallace, only 2 points above Kyle Busch, the playoff bubble. AJ Allmendinger out by 3. Michael McDowell, 10 points out. And Ryan Blaney, after that DNF, out by 22. Costly mistake for the 12 of Blaney. He's going to put him where he really needs to have good runs at Kansas and Bristol, or else he will be eliminated from the playoffs. And we have the fastest lap of the race, saved at 29.88. We also led the most laps. He's 72 out of 92 laps. I mean, that really was a dominant performance. Eric Almirola gained 23 positions on the day. He is the driver of the day, and the tough break is going to go to Zane Smith, who lost 21. So until next episode, I hope you all have a good one.